All right, Coach. Like always, you want to start us off with an opening statement?
Happy with our second half performance and gutty way to finish the game. We didn't find a way to the finish line over the weekend, so I thought it was really important that we played better in the second half and fought all the way to the bitter end. And like I said, this game had one purpose, and it was a wake-up call, I think, for our kids, for our young kids to understand how hard it is the second time around in MAC play. But if we could come away with a win tonight, we talked about it was going to secure a top 4 seed. And that's all we were thinking about, and that's a huge step. It's one of our goals that we wanted, and that's the first goal. Can't worry about the MAC East, can't worry about overall championships, can't worry about high seeds until you take care of not being in that 5 through 12. So really proud that we are the first team to secure that all-important bye, at least to the quarterfinals. It is what it is. We continue to be one of the best defensive teams in the league. We are at either lead or at the top of nearly every defensive category overall and in MAC play when you look at MAC stats, and our defense is winning games right now. Our offense at times is struggling. Tonight it was turnovers. Our starters shot 45% from the field, and we got a third score tonight, which we didn't have against Toledo. And so our starters actually, I thought, when they were on the floor together, played at times well offensively. Our bench, who was very important to us tonight and played well, unfortunately at the offensive end, we were 0 for 11 off the bench. And so now your shooting percentage is under 40% again, and you don't feel real good about your offensive night when your starter shot 45%. So that's disappointing. We did a great job on one of the premier players in the league in Henderson. Jasmine Matthews continues to earn everything she should get in this league. She should be on the all-freshman team because she's an unbelievable defender, and as a freshman, asked to guard some of the premier players in the league. Henderson's going to get her points, but we held her to 26% shooting, and we only gave up 1 3, and she also committed 6 turnovers while trying to get her points. So hats off to our team defense, but in particular Jasmine Matthews with that tough assignment, really making Henderson work all night for her points.
Curt, would you start with a little bit on Henderson? I mean, what was the plan? Was it to try and slow her down, make somebody else score? Or?
We knew she was going to get points. She's a kid who averages over 20 field goal attempts in the league. That's her and Tavalyn James. That's by far the most in the league. So you're going to get points when you shoot that many times. We wanted it to be a poor percentage and make her really, really work for those points. And we scouted her heavy and felt like we had some tendencies that we could really sit on that she liked to do. And I thought Jasmine Matthews stuck to those tendencies and really tried to take her out of her comfort zone, not letting her to get to her places on the court that she just scores at a great percentage. And so it was team, but it was really Jasmine Matthews. But overall, we wanted her to have to take a lot of shots to get her points.
When you talk about the turnovers in the first half, I mean, not only were there a lot, there were some ugly turnovers.
Yeah, I wish I had the answer. I wish our offense was crisper at this time of the year. That's the frustrating part to me, and the message I'm trying to get across is I know what's ahead. Our upperclassmen, I think in there understand what's ahead. Akron, we walked out of Akron last year with an amazing shot at the buzzer to win the game. We had no business winning that game. We know how hard it's going to be there. OU is going to be dreadfully hard. We lost in the MAC Center at Kent State. We still have 3 out of our last 4 games on the road. And so if we do not start to play better offensively to help how good we're playing defensively, it's frustrating. So I can't explain some of the almost blooper turnovers tonight that we had as a unit. But I am proud because last year we stepped back on the court after we lost to Toledo and lost again and had a little bit of a hangover. And this year we found a way to win, and so we don't have to talk about, was it the hangover? I'm not sure we played great, but they found a way to win and not let what happened to them last year happen this year.
You were a lot more animated tonight since the last couple of weeks, and some of that I'm sure was frustration. Did you find yourself at times of saying, maybe I better just go sit down? Or did you find yourself, I really need to be this way to try to help the team?
You know, I didn't see the spark in our eyes tonight, that fire in our eyes that I think we need to compete with. And I had a simple quote. I channeled a little bit of, oh gosh, I'm going to lose it now, The Color Purple. And Oprah Winfrey comes out of prison and she's sitting around the dinner table and says, Sophie's back. And I told the team, Coach Miller's back. And I think they needed my fire tonight. And some of it certainly was frustration, but some of it was I didn't see that spark, that fight, that fire that just defines our team. And I know they feed off of my staff and I at times, and tonight was a night where they really needed it. And I will tell you, if I can coach like that tonight, I am perfectly 100% healthy.
Can you afford to do that though on a nightly basis?
You know, I need to pick my battles. I need to pick my battles. I promised I would. I promised my family, my doctors, that I'd pick my battles and be smarter. But I'm feeling better and better every single day, and just more comfortable. You know, I don't think I've not been healthy since everything happened. It was more being comfortable in my own skin on what I can or cannot do.
Coach, just looking for something to get going. Was that the reason for essentially clearing the bench in the first half?
Well, they work so hard day in and day out, and our bench is deeper than probably I've allowed them to be at times. It's not easy to be a role player at times. Your leash is shorter, and I had a plan going into the game that we needed to run more. And we really, really needed to push tempo and try to keep the game up tempo. And with that said, I told the team we were going to have to play more people. And they worked so hard in practice, it was good to get some people out there. I'm telling you, Shaniqua Ogle offensively is a beast in practice. And Shaniqua Ogle can play right now offensively. It's been a learning process for her defensively. And she got 5 rebounds immediately when she went in. She is going to be a force if she sticks with this. And really, really dedicates herself. She's going to be a force before it's said and done. I think there's Deborah Hoekstra, Noelle Yoder. I think there's players off the bench that can really, really spark us. And I think before it's done, they're going to need to. And we need some more offensive fight. My 5 starters are so good defensively that it's hard to take them off the floor at times. You know, because if our offense isn't great, at least I know those 5 are terrific defenders, most of the time. And so you want to put an offensive player in, but you've been so good defensively that it's at hard time. You know, it's at times hard.
When you're talking a little bit about pushing the tempo, Curt, there still weren't a lot of fast break points, and there were a lot of turnovers. I mean, is this something that you'll continue to do, or is this kind of case by case?
Yeah, I think we have to play up tempo. We have to look for easy baskets. The one area tonight, and you combine it with the Toledo game, we got no defensive deflections that led to easy runouts, no steals. And so I thought our tempo was better. I thought we looked for early offense, and we were into our offense better, which is all part of the tempo. So even though a category might show up that you still don't have a lot of fast break points, we push better. We're just not getting any of those steals. We're not forcing as many turnovers as we did early in the year. And you know, I don't know if we're a little hesitant and we're just playing base defense and not gambling, but I would like to see us create a little bit more turnovers and continue to get as many easy or early offense as we can, because we at times struggle in the half court.
Obviously the schedule is what it is, but considering what happened tonight, Toledo, and here you are now going out on the road against Akron and then Ohio, I mean, is this a good time to do this for your team, considering the tournament's just around the corner?
What is a good thing?
Like, I mean, to like get ready for the tournament at this point, like, hey, you know, didn't have the easiest win tonight, lost against Toledo, now you're going out on the road against Akron and Ohio.
Yeah, you know, I think tonight was good because they've heard me preach for 48 hours how hard it was going to be. So when we were pushed to the limit tonight by the team record-wise, I'm not sure playing-wise, that they have the weakest or the poorest record in the league, and we were pushed to the end by them. I think they hear my message loud and clear that was coming to in the last 48 hours, that it is really tough the second time around. So I think this is good for us. And I'm telling you, if we can find a way to win at Akron with a tremendously talented offensive team and a great coach, it would do tremendous amount for our confidence. It is not a place that you looked at the beginning of the year on the schedule thinking this was going to be a win. We knew from the beginning this would be a really tough game. We have escaped the last couple of years there. And so I think tough test down the stretch can only make you better going into the tournament.
Anything else? Okay.
Thank you, Coach.